And I have like some questions too, because I'm Trinitarian,
All right.
and my confusion lies with in the Old Testament. How do we know which persons of the Trinity is speaking? That's like you have, for example, maybe you can use this Exodus 19 verses 20 to 25. I don't know who's speaking in that verse.
Well, whether you can figure it out or not, what's more important is, can you demonstrate there are plurality of divine persons in the Old Testament?
Yeah, you definitely can.
So that's all that matters. Whether I can show, well, that's the Son, maybe it's the Father, maybe it's the Spirit. That's irrelevant to the point whether are there plentiful verses that there are more than one, there's more than one divine person that's identified as God in the absolute sense. Yes. That's all I need to show.
Yeah, that's right.
To
That's true.
argue on specific texts. Was this the Father? Was this the Son? Because you're going to have people who tell you that every visible appearance of God must be the Son because of passage in New Testament which have been misunderstood to mean that no one has seen the Father at any time in any sense. Right, like
Mm,
John 1:18, no one has seen God at any time, but the only begotten Son who's in the bosom of the Father, he has revealed him. That's misunderstood to mean that the Father has not been seen in any sense. That's not what the text is saying. The text is saying the Father cannot be seen apart from the Son revealing him.
that's right. Yeah, I've heard you say that before.
So that's the thing. So some will use that passage to, well, every appearance of God in the Old Testament where they're seeing God is Christ. No, I can't say that because you have places like Daniel 7, 9 to 10, and
Mhm.
13 to 14, where Daniel sees the Ancient of Days and the Son of Man as two distinct figures, one approaching the other. Well, if we know the Son of Man is Christ, and who's the Ancient of Days that he sees wearing a white robe with a head and white hair? Well, that'd have to be the Father, right?
That's right.
So don't get hung up on having to demonstrate which person of God was seen. Rather, focus on the massive amount of evidence that the Old Testament shows more than one divine person being worshipped and identified and glorified as God in absolute sense. Now, obviously, when you see the angel of the Lord, that's not the Father.
That's right.
So we know that would be Christ,
Hmm.
according to the New Testament, where what is said of the angels now fulfilled in Christ.
That's right.
Any other
Okay.
questions? Go ahead, ask me any other one else.
Well, I mean, since I already like agree with the Trinity, I guess I was off topic with these other questions about which person of the Trinity are we talking
Oh,
about
that's
here?
related to Trinity. No, 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 no. Because that's the objection anti-Trinitarians will raise. So it's not off topic.
Ah,
It's
okay.
related to the Trinity, even to help someone understand the Trinity better, helps to refute the anti-Trinitarians. It's all related.